Islanders, we are excited to share a big announcement with you. We will do that on the show today. We're also talking dry docks. The Carnival Glory is out of dry dock. These ships go to dry dock every 4 to 6 years. Cruise lines do their best to maintain ships in between dry docks. Wait until you see one Carnival ship who's in need of some TLC. What should be expected of cruise lines to uphold these cruise ships in between dry docks? We're also talking world cruises and the possibility that Carnival Cruise Line could take part in this latest craze of world cruising. We all need some time in the islands. Let's go there now on Island Time. A big happy Thursday to all you Islanders. We hope that you're having a great day. We are on Island Time. I am Derek. Let's drop our anchors and take some time to relax in the islands together. No matter if you're joining us on your lunch break, maybe it's mid-morning, maybe it's after you're done with work. We are happy that you're here. We have a lot to catch up on. We have a big announcement to share with you. We're excited to do so. But first, if you enjoy staying up to date with everything in the cruise world, news and happenings and events and ship tours and vlogs and all of it, be sure you're subscribed to this channel. Join this awesome community. We would love to have you. Let's talk about this big announcement. Many of you know we're headed to Long Beach next week. Carnival Cruise Line is welcoming their newest ship into the family, the Carnival Firenze, next week. We've been invited to attend the naming ceremony, a traditional ceremony that welcomes the ship into the fleet, and they have all these special types of events. All the bigwigs are there. They welcome the ship into the family. There's a ceremony that takes place. We did the same with the Carnival Jubilee. We're humbled, of course, to be welcomed to that event. But just a few days ago, Carnival Cruise Line reached out to us and said, hey, we know you're coming on board with everyone else on April the 24th, but we want you to come on board even earlier than that. We would love for you to get on board a day before, April the 23rd. We would love for you to capture some content to share with those who follow you. We have a huge Carnival Cruise Line following. Carnival Cruise Line knows that. And it's because of your interactions. It's because of you watching this channel, commenting, sharing our posts like you do on social media. Carnival sees that. Don't think that they don't see it. Carnival reached out and said, hey, let's welcome you on board on Tuesday, a day before. Now listen, bar service is not working. Food service is not working. There's not going to be entertainment. The ship will be empty. There's no passengers. There's no one else on board. There may be a handful of people on board. Really, I'm serious about that. We're going to get on board. We're going to record one of our ship tours as we always do. We're going to create some content. I'm going to share some things with you on that day. Of course, there will be some things I have to hold and I'll have to release as passengers get on board. That's the agreement, right? We can't spoil everything. But we are going to create some great things for you, including a ship tour. Our ship tours are walkthrough tours. Look them up. They're great. They're about an hour long. Some people don't like the hour-long tour. They want the condensed tour, 15 or 20 minutes. But on my tour, I walk around the entire ship. I show you venue that's next to venue, how far they are, and things like that. Have you checked out our ship tours? Do you like ship tours? Do you look them up before you book your cruise? And what do you prefer? Do you prefer a longer tour that shows you the entire ship, venue by venue, walking and things like that? Or do you like a condensed, hey, here's a highlight of the venues that are on the ship? Let us know in the comments section below. And Islanders, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's because of your loyalty. It's because of you watching and sharing our videos that we're able to do this. We appreciate it so much. And we look forward to bringing you great content next week from Long Beach. My first time to California. It will be exciting. Let's talk about this next cruise news story. Dry dock action, of course. We like when ships go to dry dock. They get a little makeup put on, of course. New liveries sometime. They get new carpets and upgraded venues and things like that. That is the case for the Carnival Glory. It was her turn to get some TLC. She's been in dry dock in Spain. She's re-entering service today, going to sail from Barcelona to Port Canaveral. We have Islanders who are on that cruise. The Glory, she's been in dry dock for 3 weeks. The public areas are refreshed. There's new carpets, there's new furniture and things like that. The staterooms have been refreshed. There's a Heroes Tribute Bar now that honors military veterans and their families. It's a great bar. Carnival has been putting this bar on many of their ships. Camp Ocean has been redone. The pools have been redone. The ship is more handicap accessible than ever before. She needed some TLC, and cruise lines do everything that they can, investing money every 4 to 6 years on these dry docks. A lot of us, hopefully, when you look up your cruise, you look to see when was the latest dry dock on my ship. Hopefully you don't book a cruise and your ship is going to dry dock in 2 weeks. Not that I wouldn't sell on that selling, but it may be a difference maker in deciding, do I go on this selling this ship or this selling in this ship? Be sure to look that up. Use a travel agent. They will always do that for you as well. By the way, if we can help you with your cruise needs, be sure to email us, travel@bookislandtime.com. We will help you out all we can. You do not pay us a penny to do so. Be sure you check that out. I want to show you these pictures really quick because in between dry docks, cruise lines do everything they can to keep the ships in ship shape, tip-top shape. It doesn't always happen because these ships, they're selling 24/7, right? As soon as the ship arrives in port, passengers get off, a new set of passengers get on, and the ship sails again. Sometimes it's hard to provide everything that the ship needs in between all of these sailings. Harlan Larson recently cruised on the Carnival Magic and shared these pictures of the Magic. We have cruised on board the Magic, a dream class ship, and she needs some TLC. Look at some of these pictures and how she looks, the rust. I think Harlan actually pointed out the ship looks like doo-doo. She looks like doo-doo. She needs some TLC. And some of these areas are just hard to reach. They take the ship being in port in order to have them taken care of. But all of us, we walk up to our ship for the first time, or we walk up to the ship as we're in port and we're getting back on, and we love to see a nice, beautiful ship. And oftentimes we see crew members working and painting these ships. What do you think about these pictures of the Carnival Magic? Is it acceptable for cruise lines to leave the Magic in this condition? Or should they maybe have some focus here? Let's try to clean her up. Let's try to make her look good. That way when we walk up to the ship, we say, oh my goodness, there's my ship. Look at her. We always want to take those pictures of the ship, right? We want to take the pictures. We want to share the pictures. But when your ship looks like this, maybe you don't share them. Let us know what you think. Can Carnival do better? In the comments section below. Speaking of Carnival Cruise Line, they've hinted at a world cruise. Brand ambassador John Hill posted yesterday, do we get into this latest craze of world cruising? Royal Caribbean has done so. And if you keep up with social media, you know what's happened on some of those world cruises. They have become famous. They've become almost reality shows. John Hill posted on Facebook yesterday, I wonder if it's time for us to consider doing a world cruise. 150 days? Oh, that makes me excited. 150 days on a ship? Sign me up. I would love to go. John Hill also hinted that the world cruise could take place on a Spirit class ship, one of Carnival Cruise Line's most popular ships, even though they are smaller ships. This world cruise would not take place for at least a couple of years. They have to work the itinerary out and work with ports of call, 100 plus ports of call, to create that schedule. But it's exciting because there are several people who said, sign me up. On a world cruise, you don't have to stay on for all 150 days. Cruise lines sell segments of the world cruise. It may be a 20-day segment to South America. It may be a 45-day segment in Europe. You can book just certain segments of the world cruise, and of course you can book the entire world cruise as well if you want. But if Carnival were to announce a world cruise and you got the option to pick a segment that you could cruise on the world cruise, where would it be? Would it be South America? I've always wanted to visit South America. Some of you've always wanted to go to Europe or Africa. What segment would you choose, and how long could you get away of the 150 days? Let's say money is not an option. Pricing is affordable. How long could you get away? Would it be 20 days? Would it only be 2 weeks? Would it be 50 days? Could you do all 150 days? Would you do a world cruise? Let us know in the comments section below. Islanders, that is the cruise news for today. Once again, we thank you so much for being loyal to this community, to this channel, and giving us opportunities to share content like we're going to next week. We hope that you like this video. If you haven't already, we hope that you have a great day. We can't wait to see your comments in the comment section below. We'll see you on our Facebook page and tomorrow right here on Island Time.